is it though? I mean, you know, I'm
like on the real. Racism is everywhere. Racism is in South Boston. Racism is in North Georgia. Racism is everywhere because people are polarized. Like if you look at Obama's speech, the speech that Obama did, I thought was intriguing and it was beautiful because what it did was hold everybody accountable for their bullshit. Like for white people to assume, you know, because I've helped blacks have been liberal in my regards to blacks that I'm not racist is a fallacy. For blacks to assume that we aren't bigoted and prejudiced, because we can't be racist, we don't have power. But for us to assume we can't be bigoted and prejudiced is also a lie. So it's here, but it's here because we'll never get down to the real problem. And the real problem is no one wants to say, okay, you guys are here because we did some fucked up shit. And we benefit from it. And they benefit, I don't mean your $1,000 to $300,000 house needs to be took. I mean, the stock market still has companies traded on it that benefited from slavery. So, you know, we're benefiting from it. That's just what it is. I just say that people need to come from the truth and reconciliation aspect, unlike what they did in South Africa, where people had an opportunity to get the shit off and move past that. So I really hope to see...
What did they do in South Africa?
They had to do a truth and reconciliation committee in which people who had been guilty of crimes during apartheid got an opportunity. Some got amnesty, some did not. They got an opportunity to say, I'm sorry, and ask forgiveness from the people they had victimized. And sometimes it was accepted, sometimes it was not. Some people were allowed to go. Some people had to still serve prison times. But what it did was offer an amount of healing. That's something we haven't done here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, you know, I've been to a lot of places where blacks are on the bottom there too. So it's not just fucked up here. You know, it's racism in Latin America. It's racism. And it takes subtle variations and turns. So my thing is, I can't indict just the South. I can't indict just people who fly Dixie flags because we only have one black justice on the Supreme Court, and you're not really sure how black he is on a day-to-day basis. So you know what I mean? We still have a long way to go, and I'm happy to be a part of a country in which change is always can happen. And with that, let me say support Barack Obama.
Yeah, no doubt, definitely. It's kind of fucked up how all these politicians want to bring each other down, you know, especially in the media lately. I'm glad he came out and did that speech, though.
I really am. It was pertinent. It was poised, and it was time too, because we got to get past picking sides, because we all lose. Everybody's suffering. Like literally, everybody ain't hustling. Everybody's suffering.
Now, if Killer Mike was president, what was one of the first things he would implement?
If I was president, one of the first things I would implement, I would totally ratify the way government schools are ran. I would do something totally. You know, I would go for smaller schools. I would definitely. I wouldn't even really necessarily push for the integration of schools. I would push for the integration of teachers. I would get top tier teachers, and I definitely would have teachers on a tremendous pay raise to attract competent and qualified people to the profession of teaching. So that's what I believe. Our only hope as Americans is in educating ourselves better and taking full advantage of and closing the technological and educational gap that's in this country. So my first thing would be education.
Now let's wrap it up real quick. What are you doing as Killer Mike, you know, through the music to kind of get that across, you know, because...
I mean, I don't act like a dumb rapper. I'm a smart man and I don't hide that. That's why I'm the leader of the gang and not a follower. You know? So I never try to hide the fact I'm intelligent, and I'm as open about my intelligence as I am with the fact I sold crack. And people tend to respect me for that.
And everybody watching this right now definitely knows what the fuck is up.